Hello everybody. I wasn't, I wasn't originally going to make this video because every situation you run into on this is going to be different. And there's different ways to handle something. There's different ways to replace something. This is just the way I'm doing this, okay? So, the rear steel brake line on this happens to be a 96 Chevrolet S10 Blazer, four-wheel drive, is rusted. Now this half of it ain't leaking, or it wasn't anyway. It had a hole right at the fitting. I went to a junkyard and got that line. And came back here, broke that off, put a wrench, boxed in wrench on it, and turned it because the line's junk anyway. So, I'm going to show some of how I chose to do this. Now, I'm also not going to be able to bleed this wheel because the wheel cylinders are rusted pretty good too. Okay, I took a pair of pliers and I ripped that line off. Now, I opened that up a little bit. Here's the old rusty, crusty line. Let me see where it leaked in here. I'm hoping that it's spraying on the gas tank and there isn't a this line feels kind of okay, so I'm hoping it's just spraying it from there. Alright. Back in a second once I've got a wrench on that. Alright, it's hard to get them on. Alright, so what I had to do, I had to take a hammer that's supposed to be a 14, I believe, where that one's a 14. Now, anyway, drove it on with a hammer, and I have not tried to turn this, but, okay, it's turning. Now the hard part's getting the wrench back off. Alright. Okay. Ouch. See, this shit rusts. And this isn't that bad. But for around here, it is. These trucks rust bad up north, where there's a lot more salt. This truck came from Virginia, around Richmond, at one point in its life. And we got it out of Johnson City, Tennessee, so it's got more rust than what I'm accustomed to, because normally something this new doesn't have that kind of rust. And yeah, I know it's 96, but I'm used to that kind of rust on 70s. So I'll be back in a second when I get that off the rest of the way. You get the idea though. Alright, so the left side's on. I knew that'd be a little different. Those came off of a two-wheel drive rear end, and a two-wheel drive rear end something like 2 inches narrower. So I knew I'd have to straighten it some. But I bought those for $5, which is a lot less than I could have bought new lines for. I am, however, going to go ahead and change this one, just because it's thin too. So I'll be back in a second. Alright, so I got the brake lines on. Don't look exactly right, but $5 instead of close to 40 or something for new lines. And I'd have had to bend them too. So may attempt to at least bleed that one, but I doubt it. Probably just gonna fill it back up with fluid and see what it does. It'll slowly bleed itself. I don't recommend it. However, if you're watching this because you're wanting to know how to do it, and I doubt that, there's a bunch of videos out here that will show you everything you need to know. This isn't one of them. This is just me rigging brake lines on the back of this Blazer that aren't rusted in two. Alright, so I rigged up a way to bleed these brakes. That used a piece of vacuum hose and a Gatorade bottle with fluid up over the hose. Alright, you get the brake bleeder broke loose. You put the hose on the brake bleeder on the wheel cylinder. You put the bottle in it with some brake fluid. And you get inside of it. And you pump the brakes slowly in and out. I can feel fluid going through it. You make sure you come all the way off the pedal. You push it until it's hard. With me doing this by myself, I'll then get out and see that it's got more fluid than it had in it. And look at it. It's almost up to the top of the sticker. Now, yes, it'd be easier if you could see both of what you're doing. This is a one-person brake bleeder. They sell kits that use hose that's rated for this, but I don't have one. Alright, so it's came up even with the label. You can see where I had to beat on that pretty good to get that to turn. And I honestly didn't expect it to turn. Oh, check fluid. Alright. Pedal's good. I filled the reservoir back up. Now I'm going to put the wheels back on. Now, there's different ways to change brake lines. Like I've said already, this is the way I chose to change mine. There's better ways, there's worse ways. I've also just put couplers on them a lot. Those brass compression fittings, and I know that's not supposed to be used, but this is better than that. So the brakes are good now on the back. Well, they might not be good. I'm sure they're wore out, and I would expect the wheel cylinders to start leaking now, because who knows how long this Blazer was driven with no rear brakes. But it's a $200 Blazer that was wrecked hard, as you can see. Hit rear end of the car. We rigged in a radiator off of something else, pulled the front end back out, and we're going to drive it this winter. It's got brakes now. It runs great. It's good enough. In a later video, I'm also going to put a front clip on this truck. We bought came up with a Blazer to replace all this off of. So, I want to thank you for watching. And in the future, if videos like this do any good, I might start making a few instructional videos. But like I said, I didn't show everything on this one because this is a 95, 96 Blazer. Brake lines on anything's going to be different, and the way you choose to fix them is going to be different. I was just showing what I did to get them working on this one. So, until next time, God bless. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more. And if you do subscribe, hit that little notification bell so you see the rest of my videos. See you next time. Oh, and you don't have to fix it right. You just have to fix it. Keep it working, everybody. Have a good day.